Homes and farming.
We've had quite a lot of new followers after his latest video, so thank you very much for all the support. We're only small little family creators, as Joe says. So it's very much appreciated. Thank you for watching.
We'll show you what we've been up to this week. Thank you.
Hello, we are back from Homeland Farming. We are at the sheep. The tup needs his crayon changing. He's been in there for 2 weeks now. The sheep typically cycle around 16 to 17 days, so we can have a more accurate time frame of when they're going to lamb. The yellow crayon will lamb in the first 2 weeks, and then anything blue will lamb after that. Hoping he gets through the last lot quickly so we have a tighter lambing pattern. A busy day today. We've got the vet coming to do the horses' teeth and vaccinations, and then we need to muck out all the cows. In her mouth in a minute.
Yeah, it's just here on this third arcade. She just has a little bit, you might not see it very well on the video, just here. Just a little bit of growth up.
This is just a routine rasp for our horses. They don't have anything particularly worrying, so they'll get done yearly. Over to Joe.
It's winter, so it means poo, poo, and more poo, and even more poo, and a bit more poo. So let's go muck out the sheds!
So the cows have been in about a week now. They're eating a full bale of haylage every 2 days. They're needing a new one on the 3rd, and then we're mucking them out 2 to 3 times a week. The 2 you can see in this video are to sell very soon, so it will ease once they go.
So we are going to muck out directly into the muck spreader rather than put it on the midden, and we are actually going to go spread it straight away to try and preserve the midden for when the ground gets too wet for the tractor to go onto it. Dan's just penning the cows back. They stay on the bit in the sort of tucked around the corner so that we can scrape out everything with the tractor. I think a change in the diet just from being out on the grass and then onto the silage is just making them a little bit looser and therefore more poo in the shed. So hopefully they should dry up as they get used to it.
So we haven't always had tractors here. We first moved in 2009, put the shed up in 2010, I think, the original part. And at that stage I used to muck out with a wheelbarrow and a fork and either tip it in a muck heap, or at some point I used to throw it round the field as well to sort of muck spread by hand. After then I got the small tractor in a transport box, and I used to muck out into that, put it in gear, which isn't advisable, and walk behind throwing muck out of the back of the box. And then a few years later, I think in COVID, about 2020, 2021, I got my first loader tractor, and that made life a lot easier. I was able to muck out with the bucket or into the bucket and stack it in the field, and then a friend of mine came with his spreader once or twice a year, and we'd load it up and he'd take it around and spread for me everywhere we needed to. And then last year traded in for this newer tractor, and then bought the spreader this year just to make it a lot more easier to do it myself. Can fit it around work, can spread an odd load here and there when I need to for fields finished being grazed, or as we're doing at the minute, muck straight out, put it in the spreader and spread it on the land while it's still dry enough to travel. So the midden isn't filling up any quicker than it needs to. So all this muck's getting spread onto our land and some of next door's where we bale, all natural fertiliser. It'll rot down over the winter and then hopefully grows lots of grass in the spring.
Oh. Yeah, throw it. Crazy cows.
We do need to muck their pen out by hand, so that is a little bit more strenuous. Tara here is due in January, and Silver, the other cow, is due in December, so we're looking forward to calving time.
All sheds nice and clean. Now we just need to sell some cows.
It's been a busy one. So we picked her up from school, went and checked the sheep, went to the yard, met Dan there when he was on his way back. We've mucked out all the cows over there and fed up and bed up. We've nipped back home, going to put tea on for the kids. Joe, Dan and Poppy are then going to go to football because Joe's got football. And while they're there, I'm going to go muck out everything at my mum and dad's. So the horses I did this morning with Poppy. But I also need to do the cows here. And then I think we should be done for the day. These came from our own pigs and they are delicious. Wouldn't you agree, Joe?
They are absolutely flipping yummy.
So we've got to get this load all down here without killing any alpacas or goats, and to the back here to muck out. So I'm just going to shut the cows behind this gate here and then open this up so we can get to it. Just lifted that post out. I just need to move some of the muck behind this gate so it'll open fully, and then I can put the bucket on and bring the load all down. So Dan is normally the main tractor / machine driver, but with the farm being split over winter in 2 different places, we needed something over here, so we made a big decision to buy this load all. It's the smallest version as well, so it will fit down these tiny spaces. Now, I think I've done this once before. This is my second attempt. It is a bit nerve-wracking, but if you don't do it, you'll never learn, will you? I think it just makes it a little bit harder because the space is so tight at the moment, and I obviously don't want to drop a bale on a goat or an alpaca. Right, let's try and get out of here. So it does just add that little bit of pressure for me, but it'll be fine. So taking them out. So that is to go in there. It also means that during the day, if I have some time, I can muck out then instead of it always being on an evening time. So at least we can do things with the kids, and just have a break sometimes. It also means Dan doesn't have to bring the tractor over after work to muck out. Not that it'd actually fit in the barn at the moment, but having this here just makes life a lot easier. Now the shed's mucked out, I just need to put a fresh bale of straw in for them to eat, and then we should be done. So I just need to put the pallet forks on instead and try and jiggle out a bale from the stack that's in the barn. Wish me luck, because I have never done this before. It's not until you have a go at doing it yourself that you realise how easy other people make it. Like Dan just does it second instinct and it's so annoying. I think I was just more concerned that if it was going to push the bale stack over into an animal. But actually you can be a bit rougher with them than I thought, so I think again just practice and I'll get there. I want to use all this leftover straw that they've not really eaten as bedding. And then I can put a new fresh bale in for them, so I'll get to that. Just need to get the horses in and then I'm done. There they are. I forgot my head torch, so could be interesting. Well, that's everything done. I'm tired, sweaty, I stink, but all the animals are happy, fed and watered. And small bonus is that I'm beating the footballers back, so at least we get a bit of an evening together now.
Thanks for watching our video. It's very tiring. And now we're going to eat some grub. And don't forget to like and subscribe.